Hi there. I wanted to make a little video about this upcoming project because it's a little bit complicated. This project is called Postcards from the Edge, and it will take place over a period of uh, I think 7 weeks or 8 weeks. I haven't decided yet, but essentially what we're doing is you will each get a list of addresses. You will be sending 3 postcards out to 3 separate individuals. Each of these postcards will ask a question. So you have to ask some kind of question. What happens is that when the person receives this postcard, they will answer that question on this format that I've kind of come up with, and then they'll send it back to you. So the finished art will be a combination of your question and the recipient's answer, right? So basically, you send out these postcards, they work on them, they send them back. That's the basic concept. I've worked out a little bit of I've worked out a bit of a system for doing this, and the normal size for a postcard in the United States is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. If it's that measurement, then you can just put a normal stamp on it and it'll go through the mail. Okay, so that's the basic thing. So the size is 3.5 by 5 inches. However, the system I've worked out is that it actually is 5 inches by 5 inches by 10.5 inches, because there's actually 3 cards here, and I will show you how that works. But suffice to say that you're going to have to create 3 postcards with 3 questions, and you're going to answer, and the person who's receiving is going to answer those 3 questions. Conversely, you will be receiving 3 postcards with 3 questions, which you will have to answer in a picture form and send back to that person. So let me get into the actual kind of mechanics of this. So this is the basic setup. So the size of these things are 5 inches by 3.5, right? And then this one folds to 3.5, and this one folds to 3.5, right? The postcard folds like this, right? And the idea is that what you do is you will be attaching a stamp here in this corner, right? And then you will write the address of the person who will be the recipient here. And I'll just do fake writing so we can. This is all like kind of a dummy for you guys to look at, right? That's it. So there's lots of space here for drawing and whatever, right? So then I open it up, and now this is this 3/3. Now what I want to do is I want to occupy about half of the space. So the recipient will get it and it'll look like that. So the front will be here. My questions, I'm going to send it to somebody, and my question on this particular one will be, when will this virus be over? And I found a collage picture of somebody in a kind of a hazmat suit. It's actually not a hazmat suit, it's something from a long, long time ago, from the 1950s. And then I will. I'm like, this is a very rough drawing, right? I'm not really making a real finished picture. I'm just doing this for you guys to check it out, right? But so I will go through this. I'll draw this guy. So when will this virus be over? All right, that's my question. Now there's different ways for me to do it. I mean, I can do this kind of thing, and I can, let's say, here's the coronavirus, right? So I'm doing, basically a fast rendition of something, but I expect you guys to actually put some work into these pictures, right? So they're not, you know, they're not sketchy like this. Anyway, so somewhere on the card, I will write the question. So this is my address, and here's my return address up here, right? So that writing is there. So maybe I'll write the thing here. Actually, maybe I will type it. I have a typewriter. This is an old, very old typewriter. I know you guys probably don't even know what this is, maybe, but so I'm going to put it on red. So actually, I'm writing, when will this virus die? Okay, that's my question. This away. So that's my question to whoever is going to receive it, right? It doesn't have, I mean, you could handwrite it, or you could glue out letters, or whatever you want to do, you know. But basically, you have to convey the question, right? So this is just the way I'm doing it. And I'm going to put it here in the corner like that. So there's a question. I've done that. And I think I'm not going to do a whole lot more to this. Maybe I will, I don't know, maybe I'll add a little bit of color just so you guys can see this. Let's say, all right, so coronavirus, whatever, you know, whatever, here. So that's my question. So, and what I do is this, then I take it and I fold it like this, right? And then I put a little sticker around here, or a little bit of tape. A little bit of tape on the edge, right? And then I mail it. So the recipient gets it. They get this letter. It's been through the mail and has a nice stamp on it. It's traveled. So the idea of mail art is that things have a kind of a path, right? It travels. It's art that travels from one person to another person. And this is really appropriate for these times because we can't really have physical contact. So we're doing things virtually, which is really boring. And this is a way to actually do stuff with other people without being with them. All right, so here, so the person receives it. They receive it like this. They open up the thing and they go like that. Okay, cool. There it is. They take it. They put a stamp on it. These are actually really old stamps, guys. These are like from the 1950s, I think, these stamps. They put a stamp on it. And let's say they're going to stamp it here. They're going to put it, you know, you can put it in any direction you want. But let's say they do it here, and I'll use red for this ink. So this is the other person, and they send it back to my return address here, right? Whoops, I'm going to use red. So the recipient returns it to whoever sent it to them, so by putting their address in here, right? Boom. And then they can work on the art. So that now it's been addressed, and now they work on the art. And maybe this person does a drawing here. So the question is, when will this virus die? Maybe it's this kind of thing, and maybe this person says, you can actually write something, or you can just do a drawing. You know, in this case, the answer is this. There's no writing, or maybe there will be writing. I'm not sure yet. So flames to burn it. Okay, and I'm gonna write, and then you can, yeah. So there, maybe the answer is here. Maybe you write the answer underneath here. When we all cooperate. meaning that we all wear face masks and stuff like that. So there it is. So now what we have, she received, or this first card, she or he, right? She received this card that looked kind of like this when they got it, right? They open it up, and they work it. They put a stamp on it, and then then you fold it so that the previous address is inside, and this address is here, out there. And then you tape it up and you send it back. And that's the essential concept with this thing. So when you receive it, you'll have a finished art piece, which is done by two people. You've posed a question. The question has been responded to, answered either with words or, I mean, it's definitely with a drawing, but maybe with words also. It doesn't have to be with words. It could just be, when will this virus die? And then this drawing would kind of comment on that, right? So you will send out 3 of these, and you will get them all back in the mail. And you will receive 3. And you will respond and send those back in the mail to the people that you receive them from. Now, of course, the mail doesn't always work, and for that reason, just to make really sure, I want you, before you send these cards out, I want you to scan them so you have a copy of the one that you're sending out before it's been worked by the other person. I want you to scan that, all right? And then when you receive one, when the person receives it, I want them to work on it and then scan that also. So you have it. So this finished thing has been scanned by the recipient before sending out. That way, if the person doesn't receive it, you can send the scan to them and they can work digitally, right? So if the US mail or whatever mail doesn't work, we can do it digitally, right? And that's about the size of it. So this will go on for about, I think, 8 weeks. And then we will, on the last class, we will collect them all. We'll look at them all as a collection of kind of cooperative mail art images. It's the first time I've done this, and I'm just really interested in you guys doing stuff that's not just that reaches out. You're doing stuff together. So we're doing this project, but I encourage you guys to do this anyway between each other outside of this class. All right. So, all right. Thanks.